Hi, Michael Bridges here, and in this video I'll be doing a drawing of Farrah Fawcett using these materials. This is the picture of Farrah Fawcett that I'll be drawing, and I'll be using these materials. My scribble pad, which is nothing more than a scribbling from a pencil on a piece of paper, and what I do is just get as much lead on this pad as I can, because I'll be using this for the shading. And this is my shader, which is nothing more than a folded up piece of paper. I rub that across the scribble pad to get it filled with the lead to do the shading with. And my kneaded eraser I'll use for highlighting, and my mechanical pencil for drawing. The first thing I want to do is do the outline of the hair. By working on the outside of the hair first, it'll give me reference points for when I work on the face and the eyes, nose, and mouth to put them in the proper place. And so I'm being very careful as to get the outline of the hair right, so I'll have those reference points. Still working on the outside of the hair, and trying to get it right in order to have my reference points. Now that I have the outside of the hair line in and the inside of the hairline, I can start working on the face and getting that shape in, and using my reference points in order to get the shape of the face right. And still being very careful, because I'll also use this as a reference for the eyes, nose, and mouth. Now that I got one side, I'm going to work on the other side of the face. Using my reference points in order to get it in correctly. Okay, I have the face in, and now I'm working on the inside of the face, working with the eyebrows first. And since I do have reference points to work with, I know where I can start and end the eyebrows. So I'm still working kind of carefully with this to get in the shapes of the eyebrows. I work everything in shapes. Okay, now I have the eyebrows in. I'm working on the eyes, and as I said before, I simplify everything by breaking it down to its shape. It's easier to look at things as shapes than it is as a certain object, because you can easily draw shapes. Okay, now I'm going to put in the shape of this eye, which is actually covered by some of the hair, and I would normally just draw through and draw the whole shape of the eye, but I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to draw it to the hairline and keep it like that. Okay, I have all my shapes on the inside, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and now I'm going to work on uh, doing some shading and darkening in. So I'll do the darkest areas first, which will give me a reference of how dark to light the rest of the shading should be. Okay, I have the dark in, and now I'm ready to do the shading, and I'm using my shader, getting it ready. As you can see, I'm using my shader to shade in the areas, working from light to dark. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the pencil to get in the shading just a little bit faster. But I will be coming back to the shader in order to smooth out the pencil and also to smooth out the darker areas and blend them more with the shaded areas. Now I'm using the shader to smooth out the pencil a little bit more and also to blend the darker areas with the shaded areas. And I'll go ahead and use it to fill in this area. Okay, I have all my shading done and I'm ready to do some highlighting. So I'm going to take my kneaded eraser and form it so that I can get into some tight areas and start working on some highlighting. The kneaded eraser is great because you can shape it and you can get into tiny areas that you wouldn't normally be able to get into with a regular eraser. And this is the finished drawing. Okay, now the last thing I do before I spray the drawing with a fixative is sign and date it. And I sign all of my artwork with M. Bridges, and I date it with the year it was created in this case 2009. And there is the finished drawing. And here is the original photograph. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.